Alrighty then, greetings and salutations, fellow humanoids, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Let's get straight back into it. Episode 3 of our playthrough. In the last episode, we just finished brewing a chamomile brew for Mr. Capon. He ain't looking too good.
That decoction will chase away the fever. You'll sleep better after, and that'll give you strength. There's not much more I can do now. It's up to you and the Almighty. The fever should start to cool now.
Get well soon, Capon.
Hans, can you hear me, friend? Christ. In the end, you bore the brunt for both of us. May all the saints watch over you, and over Bajana, too.
We're gonna do everything we can to make sure Mr. Capon pulls through. He's not just our lord, he's our boy. Spot boy. Alright, so let's see, what do we have to do? We have to get rid of the recently created corpses, I do believe, yet again. Yeah, better get on that. Interesting. That tunic, what is he wearing? Oops. I actually hit the console command there. Okay, well, it's just his tunic that was bugged out, I think. Yeah. Alright, down we go. Man. Just a few minutes into the playthrough, and I'm already putting down corpses wherever I go. Beautiful. Big grave. Now, I think I gotta drop the corpse first, though. Huh? Yep.
Ah, fuck. Ah, this damn shoulder.
I can just imagine how it hurts. A hole in your shoulder like that, man? That's gonna hurt for a long time. Alright, that's 2. Gotta bury one more of those scoundrels. No, at one point I'm gonna get hungry, Piggy. You should go away. I wonder if that's a domestic pig or if it's like just the wild pig just hanging out. Doesn't look quite like a boar. Doesn't have the tusks, although it is does seem to have the same fur color. Hey, dude. Yeah, everything else is like kind of wrecked, so not much worth we're gonna find on this guy. All right, one more corpse for the pile. We're still at half HP, mind you, so getting into combat is not that advisable. Speaking of, I kind of want to get more practice in for combat, though. I don't have any, I don't have a strong grasp of the combat system yet. Even though it's a lot more fluid, it feels faster and maybe even more difficult due to the higher speed. I'm not sure. Only got, like, into, what, 2 serious fights in the game so far? Hold up. It's pointing me there. Oh, sleep until morning. Oh, don't I have to bury this guy? I mean, I could leave him in the woods. I don't mind. We're already doing them a great service by burying them. But let's see if I can bury this one as well. Aha! Because it'll stink up the place like crazy. Oops. Wrong button. Alright, come here. That's 3. Also, mushrooms. Lepiota. Let's see, can you just eat those straight up, I wonder? Looks like it. Nourishment -5. Uh-huh. Well, good to read these before you put them down. Jeez. I guess it's used in alchemy. Speaking of, the alchemy workstation's looking pretty good. The minigame, that is. Really happy with it so far. Alright, let's wash up and sleep until morning. Sleep and save. Let's do that. Can't sleep anymore after that. Got it. Well, we'll get up in the morning. Uh-oh.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
That scoundrel.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotten hell!
Oh.
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it as a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Gotta get that sword back someday.
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Uh-huh.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
But Hans, he's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
I like hammered shit. Better than yesterday.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
Every night.
Of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
That's a tough one. Toth, the sword, father. I think the sword holds great significance because it's not just a sword. Of course, it's symbolic. It's the last thing we made with our father. It was a promise to Sir Radzig Kobyla. It was stolen at least twice from us. The sword has become a important part of Henry's personality.
sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all. And swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Thanks, Pablina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
Thinking
You're
hurts.
welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
She seems nice. Oh, I got a perk point. Alright, let's see. Actually, we got a few perk points. We should probably invest those. So let's go through it, chat. Main level first. Charming man. Gain 10% reputation, the increase will be 10% higher. That's nice. Opportunist, if you lose reputation, the drop will be 10% less. Well, I know I'm going good guy Henry, so that's an easy choice for once. Let's go with charming man. We are charming, yes. Oops, I didn't want to close the whole menu. Agility. Let's see, deft hands. The required agility for all weapons will be too lower for you. In general, if you have a lower agility than the weapon requires, you find them more difficult to fight with. If you have a higher agility, the stamina consumption will drop. This perk, you'll reach that state sooner. That's not bad. And then we got featherweight. Fall damage is reduced by 30%. That is pretty good as well, actually. Fall damage is no joke in this game. At least it wasn't when I was doing hardcore Henry. That's hard to say, actually. Dominant hand. I don't want them both. Though required for deft hands 2. Required agility will be reduced by 5 overall. Gotcha. Now, agility is definitely not going to be our strong suit, but I don't think we're going to be using agility-based weapons that much. I'm not going to be going for like a short sword. Although, I wonder if there's an agility requirement for ranged combat weapons, because they used to be pretty much only strength, I believe. You know, like you had to have enough strength to use the bow, but what if they have an agility requirement now? That would be bad. I think I'm going to go featherweight, nonetheless. Hopefully I won't regret that. Okay, and finally, speech. Polished wares. When selling weapons, armor, or clothing that are near perfect, you'll get 10% more money for them. I don't know about that. And silver tongue. You get +4 speech when haggling, making it easier to negotiate better prices. That could be decent. Now, maybe I want to keep my points, though. Let's see. Maybe I could get both level 8 perks. So let's just look at these. You buy and sell potions, herbs, recipe books, and alchemy-related items at 10% better prices. I like that. Artisan. You can sell and buy weapons, armor, and clothing at 10% a better price. I also kind of like that. You know what? I'm going to keep the speech perk so that when we hit level 8... Actually, do we get a point at level 8? Does it say here? Also reading. Does it say when we get a perk? Anyway, when we make it to level 8 speech, I'm going to pick up one of these two. Adept of the Mystic Arts and or Artisan. And hopefully we'll have 2 points by then and we can pick them both. Because these two are nice, but not amazing. Alright. Ooh, what a beautiful morning. Hello, everybody.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join it! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt.
He is in a really good
and I'm
mood.
grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The
Oh.
third time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Oh, okay. Let's be humble. Hans was captured by humans, so...
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a bull.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
Mm-hmm. Brutal cutthroats, mercenaries from Hungary.
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know,
Al dentes.
al dentes.
Fortuna Juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Sir Hans took an arrow?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
See?
Yeah, I remember he got shot in the
Got
ass.
shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
How did you beat the cutthroat? Thanks for getting me here. Yeah, thanks for getting me here, man.
Yeah, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the 2 of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bajena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion.
Nice.
It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll
Save you trouble, get it?
It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlana. This'll come in handy.
Oh, we got the recipe as well. Beautiful.
But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
True. I want to check something really quick. If I go here, I want to see what's the recipe for Savior Schnapps. Because inventory read. No. I don't see it. Wait, maybe I have to like eat the recipe, you know? Yep, there it is. Do you want to see it in the recipe book? Yes, please. Oh yeah, so it does still take belladonna. Also, look at this UI. It's beautiful. It seems to be the same thing, or just about. Nettle and belladonna. So we'll know we'll be able to craft our own Savior Schnapps if and when we find some belladonna.
If anyone comes here again threatening you, I'll put them in their place with an arrow.
Aye.
That'll teach them to try it on with us.
Also, Marigold. This is St. John's wort. Is there a belladonna that grows around here, I wonder? It's not that easy to spot, too. It's a nightshade, so you can mistake it for a weed. Oh, excuse me if my voice seems a bit weak. Still recuperating from nasty flu season. Alright, we are full HP, that's great. Mr. Hans.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
Yeah. You have to go back for Mutt. I saw Toth at the pond. Yeah, it was him.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth?
Toth!
Yanking my pizzle. He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know it sounds strange.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him.
It's no coincidence. Organized bandits
I'd never
and
mistake
Toth.
his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes.
Sam and his stupid hat.
Surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Aye. Aw, Bojana. What? She's too good to us. I hope we can reward her. Not just say, okay, thanks, quest done, you know? Oh my. I got a big stupid grin on my face. It's a long walk.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Womp womp.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Yikes.
Fucking shit!
Oh.
You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't. I am Sir Hans Capon.
of Perkstein. Heir to Ratai. Now, look here, you filthy beggar. I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send 2 vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days.
Damn.
And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Uh-oh.
Now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not. Get your shitty hands off me!
No, wait. Wait, one moment!
Damn. Well, this sucks.
What the fuck was that?
Amen.
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Hit the pub. Called it.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
Can only imagine what those gambesons smell like. Ugh.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
First, we have to wash and change. We have to get our litter back. No, let's get it back. Yeah, wash and change. Honestly, like, we need some basic clothing. We have to not look like beggars. Because it seems like people are jumping to conclusions about us, which makes sense for the time, especially.
Well, the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
Learn some coin.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Rattay?
To Rattay? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
You're right. Much shame we were ambushed.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Yup.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Mm-hmm.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
Not to blame for their deaths. Let's go back and bury them. I'm just as much to blame. Yeah, giving them a proper Christian burial would probably be a good move.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenes.
That
Best
as well.
way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Rattay with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
That's the Henry I know.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Work?
Cheers.
Isn't that the lady from the pond? Mm-hmm.
What is it? It's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch.
Wench! What I tell you?
Oh, wrong guy.
What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
Alright, let's try and not make a complete fool of ourselves.
With you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Oops. Be quiet. Sorry to interrupt.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Fair enough.
Talk about your captain.
Oh.
Sheesh.
Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord
Jesus.
Burgos is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
No. Not a latrine cleaner. You were attacked by bandits.
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You talked at the pond?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
I don't know why you're trying to deny it. Jeez.
You're just wasting my time.
Either she's a lookalike or she's
Here's
hiding
your
something.
wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
Alright.
Wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
Stop grabbing her arm.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Always ready.
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The
Convenient.
second door in there leads to the pantry. That's where I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
Alright.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work.
It's only
Is
fair.
that clear?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Scarlets.
Scalets.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, you won't
I
find
ain't
it.
been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
I heard something about a wedding. Yeah.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathouse wench.
Will Lord Berghoff be at the wedding?
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
Who is Samin?
Who is this Semin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort and the village belong to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda, and it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be? Can I get to the wedding?
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Where's it going to be?
Where's the wedding going to be?
In Samin?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you
Nothing.
want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
I'll
Yep.
go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that.
Yes, ma'am.
And what can I get for you?
I don't think Hans can be much help.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
No.
Well, I don't exactly have a plan, actually.
God's hat, do I have to do all the thinking for us?
Well, you're gonna have to do
I suppose
something.
We could stand at the side of the road and wait for Von Bergov to pass.
I'd say the wedding's a much better bet.
We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Alright, I'm doing myself. Do you have any idea what you look like? Nobody will recognize you. I'm just gonna say, do you have any idea what you look like?
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Oh!
Everyone else is. Don't be spoiled. Everyone has to work. You'll just have to try it. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure of the difference between you'll just have to try it and everyone has to work, because I don't want to lose reputation necessarily.
Work, your lordship, is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we need money. And it wouldn't hurt you for once either.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
What?
That'd be some aristocratic excuse.
Not so fast. It's God's law.
Is it?
Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
Oh, good grief. So you learned feudalism, nobility, and the 3 states of men, and farming. Wow, that's a lot of entries. Where do I fit in? You know what? I'm just gonna do it myself.
I understand. Well, I'm in your service, so I'll carry all the sacks. Even your share.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry, I'll pay you back for your hard work.
I'm sure you will.
Thanks again for
There you go,
accepting
rep.
it with humility. And fear not, friend, I'll repay the favor.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Oh, excuse me. Alright, sacks of flour. I'm guessing it's these over here?
God, I'm bored shit.
Well, you can help.
Ooh,
That's a big...
that isn't half heavy.
Yeah, that's a big bag of flour. Said second door inside. Gotta get to the pantry. Oh, it's dark in here. Guessing that one? Please tell me I could go through. Okay, good. I think it's here. Yeah, I see planks. It's actually kind of hard for me to see right now. There's a lot of sun glare on my screen. It's quite sunny in my house right now at this time of day. That's one. God be with you. That's a cute dance.
Just got this nasty premonition. What premonition? I'll have a beer.
That's two. Laboratories. Three. Should try talking to the guests also. Oh no. Ah, damn it, Hans. Like, I can't even, like, just carry sacks of flour without Hans getting us in trouble. Wonder if I could finish this task before we get into the inevitable tavern brawl. Called it.
It was their own fault. What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say? Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide. Where else were they supposed to make camp, smartass? Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Easy there.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
Stop throwing your name around.
Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein.
You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Cut it out. I apologize. We'd better go.
There's no point in this. Let's leave.
I'd do what your pal says if I were you. Get lost before something happens to you.
No.
I give you a chance to apologize.
No, why did I use...
You keep insulting me.
Why did I lose
Get
reputation?
Ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
No, 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 no.
I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Oh. 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 Oh, damn, Hans threw the first punch.
I'll kill you!
No, no, please don't.
Why did you do that?
Yeah! Don't spare him!
You're no man.
Boom.
Fucking hell!
Boom. Jeez, my stamina, man. I'm giving him a wallop. Oh, damn.
No, you don't.
What are those fancy moves for fuck's
Come
sake?
on, then!
Unbelievable.
Slice him up! Fucking hell!
Jeebus.
I'm going
That's what you get. Should focus on one, though. What you like?
Hey, get him!
Now. Just imagine it's Kunesh. There you go. Ow. Got you good there. I think there's one on my right. Ah. Hey. Ouch.
What do you want? Nice hit.
I think we're doing okay. Take that, Heinrich.
You want to try me?
No. I will.
Son,
That's two. Whoa. Boosh. Right in the kisser. What you get? Oh, come on. I was doing good. You can take them all. Ah, shit.
what the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds.
Oops. No, Hans! Oh, god dang it. Oh, man, this guy's gonna get us killed.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
Yes.
You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck off. Shut up. Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
Look who's talking. I'm the one with only any sense. I'm fed up with putting up with your shit. I'm sorry, but it's your fault.
I'm sorry, sir, but it's your fault what happened in the tavern.
What? My fault?
Yeah.
You can't be serious.
Absolutely.
Whose fault is it that we're in this fucking pillory?
You want to put the blame on me? Who started? I was only defending you.
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologize. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? We should have made ourselves scarce. None of that would have happened.
Oh, aye. Typical you, running away like a coward.
Oh, that's not fair.
If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Let's stop arguing.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with
Love you too, Hans.
With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Hey, don't bring the dog in. Swear, make peace, stay silent. Oh, let's take the high road. Oh, that's hard. That's actually... I want to tell him to fuck off, but no. Don't forget who we're playing.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realized it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I'll have to consider what to do next.
Damn. Harsh. Next morning. Can't imagine the amount of pain you're in after a day of being in the pillory, or whatever they call those. I think it's called the pillory, right?
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Recognize the voice actor? Played one of our boys in Skeletons.
Isn't that Otto?
Hey! Open Virgo!
Ow.
Oh shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Hope we won't find him dead in a ditch or something.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
Alone against the world. Alright, chat, you know what? That is perfect timing. I'm actually going to put a cut here. And we're going to continue in the next episodes. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button, preferably. And to catch us in the next one. I'll catch you later, everybody. Peace.